Good evening all, goedenavond allemaal. Welcome to the Matchday -1 press conference of Domenico Tedesco. Later Jan Vertongen will follow. We'll first have the Belgian audiovisual media the opportunity to have their chances for their 7 o'clock news bulletin. So who of the TVs will start with questions for Domenico Tedesco? Peter van den Bent, Sportza.
Good evening, Coach. It must have been a very difficult day today. What's your reaction? What's your statement about what happened with Thibaut Courtois, please?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yeah, my comment is that I'm still surprised and shocked, of course, because we didn't expect that something like this can happen. Yeah, this is my first reaction.
Can you elaborate on how things happened? How was the communication with Thibaut Courtois? When were you aware of the fact that he would not show up? Can you please give some details about that?
Yeah, in March we decided who will be the captain. We decided for Kevin, and we decided also to have a number 2 and a number 3 with Romelu and with Courtois, not deciding who is number 2 or number 3, because for me it's not important. You know, we know that everybody can lead the group. Everybody is important. We have even more players like Jan, like Yannick, for example, just to tell you 2 names, or Timo. And of course now before the match, due to the fact that Kevin was missing or is missing in this camp, we had to decide who will be the captain for Austria, and we decided that we will switch 1 game you and 1 game you. I spoke to the guys before the match, telling that against Austria we think it's okay if Romelu does, and tomorrow evening Thibaut. And everything was okay. And after the match, he wanted to speak to me before the press conference. I took, of course, the 15-20 minutes to speak with him, and he told me that he's, of course, offended that he was not the captain and he will leave the camp. And of course I tried several times to speak to him, don't do that to me, don't do that to the staff, don't do that to the team, because it's a tough one, you know, it's a hard decision that he took.
But he agreed when you told him before the game. There was no discussion about it. He didn't argue at the moment.
Not at all, not in Madrid. You know, I really like him as a goalkeeper, but also as a human. You know, he was one of the first person I visited in Madrid, one of the first captains. And also there we had an open communication about this topic. And it's a really pity. It's a really pity.
Today there is a statement from his father saying that there was communication between the medical staffs of Real Madrid and the federation, and that they decided that he was injured, that he could not play tomorrow.
Yeah, we didn't speak about this topic. The topic was the captain question. For me it would be easy, believe me. I would like to tell you that that it's a topic of injury. Okay, I would really appreciate, I would really like, but then I would lie to you, I would lie to the team and to the staff, and I can't do this. You know, in some situations you can protect, and I always do. In other situations it's impossible, because everybody knew it. You know, everybody, the staff was speaking, the players already knew, and then it's difficult, and that's why I re-spoke to him, asking not to do that, because we are speaking about 2 days more, and then the camp is over, you know, because it's tomorrow evening, it's over. Everybody will go home or to their club. And it's true that he had some inflammation, but also before Austria, so he had some treatments, so it's not completely wrong. Huh? But before Austria and after Austria it was the same, and the doctor gave us the green light directly also after the game, so it was not a topic.
Have you been asked to tell media and other players to talk about an injury, just to avoid what happened now, the conflict?
Yes, it was a small discussion about it, but I directly stopped it because it's not possible. If a player is injured, like he was in the first camp, we sent them home, of course, like we did with Koen Casteels. We didn't invite him because he's injured. If a player is injured, he's injured. No topic about it, you know.
So, final question for me. What are the positions now? What's the future of Thibaut Courtois with the national team? Did he tell you that it was over, that he did not want to play anymore? Or, and what is your point of view now? How does this go further from here?
You know, my point of view is that we have an important match tomorrow evening, that I want everybody focusing on this game here. It's not easy. You will see tomorrow, it will not be easy. And we need every player, you know, we need a lot of fire, we need a lot of concentration, we need to be focused. And it's not the right moment to speak about the future, you know. I was just listening, I tried to convince him not to go. And it was his decision to leave the team. And for me it's a hard decision, and the rest we will speak later. We will have a lot of time till September. You know, and I think it's not the right moment now.
Thank you, Peter. Some more questions? Jurgen Geril at Nieuwsblad, he's just in front of you. Wait. Microphone, Jurgen.
How can the situation affect the relationship between the players, also with Romelu, who was captain in the first game, Thibaut, who is now a bit out of the group? Will that have an influence on the future?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope not, because yesterday evening I informed the staff about it, because we saw during the dinner everybody was speaking a little bit with some question marks, so we wanted to tell that Thibaut left and also the reason. But I asked everybody not to take a party, you know, to stay neutral, to be focused on the guys that are still here in this camp, you know, for this game. And the same I asked for the team. Completely to be neutral, to focus on their job, and that's what I will do also after this press conference, because of course I have to answer your questions, but honestly speaking, normally I don't want to speak about this topic, because tomorrow is a football game.
Just one more question. Do you have to go yourself to Thibaut, or do you ask Thibaut to come to you to make some apologizes, to apologize to the team, or how will it work out?
No, for me there is no special way to go or a special rule. Every situation is a little bit different, you know. And I think it's a human being that sometimes, you know, one makes a step or the other. For me it's not important, you know. For me it's absolutely not important. For me it's important that a player is here, wants to play here, wants to show that he has the fire to play for their own nation, and that's what we need. We try to build a new team here with a lot of efforts. Every single staff member is working 24/7, believe me, and I think this is the right way. You know, this is the right way, and the rest is not that important now in this moment. You know, we have to focus on the game.
The door is not closed.
No, it's not the right moment to speak about it. Of course, it's match day tomorrow.
Okay, questions on the game now, Ludo? On the game.
One question more. Can somebody who leaves the squad like this be a captain?
You know, as we signed here for the RBFA for Belgium, we had a certain idea of who can be the captain, who can take responsibility, as I told you, and he was one of the first that I visited, because I like him. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. For me, it is. And I like him also on the human side, you know. We had a good touch, a good relation, an open meeting there in Madrid and also here. So for me, nothing changed, you know, in that way of looking to him. And this decision is hard. It's really hard that he took. It's a hard decision, as I told you, and the rest we will see. I have to also to settle it a little bit down, you know, and then we will see.
Okay. Questions on the game for tomorrow? Any media from Estonia having a question? The gentleman there.
Hello. You decided to make today's practice in Belgium, not Estonia. Aren't you worried about the pitch quality, about the atmosphere, coping with the stadium, or you think it's perfect for you?
No, the reason why we trained at home was just a logistical one. We wanted to train at home so that we have our our procedures, our process at home, and then to come here and to fly here. But I'm not worried about the pitch or something else. We are happy that we can play a qualifying game here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, gentleman with the glasses on the third row.
Kasper Elster from Soccernet. What do you think about the Estonian national team, how they're playing and so on?
Yeah, first of all, I think that if you look at the results, you will never find a 0-4 or 0-5, you know, even against tough opponents like Austria is. It was a very tough game for Austria. So you lost the game, I think, after 87 minutes. And this is a little bit the way of playing of this team. They know each other since many years. So I remember, for example, a game against Germany where the players were plus minus the same as probably will be tomorrow. So it's a team that knows how to play together. The players know each other. And this can be, of course, an advantage. I think good quality in also in the center, wing backs that are really fast. A lot of crosses, dangerous in crosses. Yeah, that's what I think about your team.
One more.
You're missing Kevin De Bruyne because of injury. How much does it affect your team?
Yeah, I tried to speak at the very beginning of this camp. I think it was the press conference of the nomination where we spoke about it. That, of course, it affects because he's a top player, top player, and for me, the best midfielder in the world. And it's not easy, of course, but also Amadou Onana is a really good one and a really important one for us. And also other players like Leandro Trossard that is missing. You know, we also miss his qualities, but we have so many good players in our team, and they are really doing well. It was a fantastic camp. Speaking about the players and the way he trained, the intensity they put on the pitch. So we will do it as we did it against Austria. I'm positive.
Okay, thank you. One more for in the back there, and then we stop. We switch to Jan.
Have you decided already who's the goalkeeper tomorrow for the Belgian team?
Yes, it will be Mats Sels. We'll start. Normally I never tell who will play, but in this case it's a present for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
Welcome.
what about Jan Vertongen? He's here, so he's fit to play?
One present, huh? One present. Yeah, Jan is fit. Jan is fit, otherwise he would not be in the squad.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Coach.
Thank you.
We welcome Jan Vertongen. Hier? Nee, maar neem dat glas.
Merci.
Okay. Vragen voor Jan Vertongen. Wie begint voor Jan? Peter?
Nou.
In het Nederlands toch? Hè? Of in het Nederlands toch? Ja. Ja, sorry Jan, een beetje een vervelende vraag, maar hoe heb jij tegen de gebeurtenissen rond Thibaut Courtois aangekeken de voorbije dagen?
Ja, ook verrassend. Het is ook de eerste keer dat, denk ik toch, dat mij deze situatie overkomt, zeker bij de nationale ploeg. Dus ja, denk gewoon verrast, zoals de meeste jongens in de ploeg.
Is daar veel over gesproken binnen de groep? En zijn daar meningen over geformuleerd vanaf het moment dat jullie wisten dat hij niet kwam opdagen?
Ja, zeker wel. Weet je, dat begint met wat geruchten dat je hier en daar iets hoort. En uiteindelijk wordt dat verhaal dan bevestigd door de coach. En ja, ja, dat is een onderwerp in de groep dat zoiets leeft. Zeker ja, een speler als Thibaut, die heel belangrijk voor ons is. Ik denk dat ja, elke speler die op deze manier een kamp verlaat, dat brengt iets teweeg in de groep. En daar wordt veel over gesproken, zeker weten.
Had jij dat op een of andere manier een beetje voelen aankomen? De dag voor de wedstrijd, de dag van de wedstrijd, in de kleedkamer nadien? Ik weet niet of jij daar aanwezig was. Was daar al duidelijk dat er iets schortte?
Nee, bij mij eerlijk gezegd niet. Ik denk dat andere jongens het eerder door hadden. Ik was wel bij de match, maar ik was niet altijd in de kleedkamer. Ook niet direct na de match. Dus nee, ik had de signalen in ieder geval niet opgevangen. En een aantal andere jongens bijvoorbeeld wel. En ja, op een gegeven moment ziet iemand dan iets en dan verspreidt een vuurtje zich rap. En dan weet je dan, ja, je hebt nog niet de bevestiging gekregen. Die kwam dan bij ons ook maandag vanmorgen in een meeting. En ja, dat was schrikken, ondanks dat heel veel jongens op dat moment ook al wel dachten te weten. Ja, dat was schrikken voor de groep.
Ik weet niet of jij daar kan op antwoorden, maar kan je daar op een of andere manier begrip voor opbrengen? Of ik neem aan, het is niet iets wat jij zou doen, dat kan ik mij voorstellen.
Nee, dat is niets wat ik zou doen. Ik ben ook nooit de beste keeper van de wereld geweest. Dat zal ik ook nooit worden. Maar ja, kijk, voor de ene ligt anders. Aanvoerder zijn van uw land. Iedereen weet hoe ik over de Rode Duivels denk, is een geweldige eer. De keer dat ik aanvoerder was, vond ik dat ook geweldig. Ik denk dat ik zelfs ook een paar keer in de situatie ben geweest van Thibaut. Dat je verwacht aanvoerder te zijn. En het dan uiteindelijk niet bent. Zelfs nog niet zo lang geleden. En dat is niet tof om dat te horen. Dat doet iets met je eer. Uiteindelijk probeert je dat een plaats te geven en je gaat verder. Ik heb er nooit aan gedacht om voor die reden te stoppen bij de Rode Duivels. Blijkbaar zit dat bij Thibaut veel dieper dan ik ook ooit had durven denken. Anders had ik zoiets zien aankomen, had ik er wel met hem over gesproken, had ik die signalen eventueel kunnen doorgeven aan de mensen die hierover de beslissing maakten. Ik heb die nooit zo opgevangen. Ik wist niet dat het zo diep zat als dit. En ik heb Thibaut ook echt nog niet erover gesproken. En het is sowieso een jammerlijke situatie.
Ja. Nog eentje, Jan. Vind je dat de bondscoach, de bond, wie ook, er toch alles moet aan doen dat Thibaut Courtois in september weer gewoon bij de Rode Duivels aansluit?
Kijk, Thibaut is in mijn ogen ook al niet alleen sinds die befaamde Champions League-wedstrijd tegen Liverpool, maar al veel langer de beste keeper van de wereld. En hij is een superbelangrijk onderdeel in de groep. En ja, met Thibaut, ik heb natuurlijk liever Thibaut er in bepaalde omstandigheden altijd liever bij. Alleen ja, het groepsproces kent ook zijn belang. En die is nu toch wel verstoord. En daar zal een oplossing voor moeten gevonden worden. Belangrijk is natuurlijk nu die wedstrijd van morgen. Dan is er denk ik een drietal maanden tot de volgende interlandperiode. En dan kunnen we even alles laten bekoelen. En dan hopelijk kan er ergens een weg gevonden worden. Maar dat is een serieuze deuk natuurlijk. Ja.
Oké, dankjewel. I will translate it soon for the Estonian media. Other questions for Jan Vertongen? Meanwhile, the gentleman here on the second row in the middle.
Yes, me. Thanks. I don't know, Jan, if you remember the game in 14 years back when Belgium lost here in Tallinn. First, what you recall from this game, and if you compare Belgium then and now, what are the differences? What are the similarities?
I do recall the game for sure. When I entered the stadium, had a look at the stadium, and yeah, it was a tough game for us. Obviously, we were not the team back then than we are now. Yeah, we lost. We were just a different team, and I remember that Estonia deserved to win the game. probably tomorrow some guys are playing that were not even born then. So yeah, that's a funny fact. But as I said, we're a different team. We learned a lot through the years, and it will be a different game tomorrow.
Okay, Guillaume Raats, the man just behind the gentleman who asked the question.
Dag Jan, sorry.
Hallo.
Je speelt geen wedstrijd in 2 maanden. Hoe voel je op fysieke vlak?
Ik voel mij goed. Tuurlijk, dat is voor mij ook een nieuwe situatie. Ik heb mij eerder uitgesproken over de play-offs. En over wat voor effect dat heeft. Niet alleen op spelers van Anderlecht. Iedereen die play-off 2 uiteindelijk gemist heeft. Veel van die teams hebben internationals, ook belofte internationals richting TK. Ook van andere landen. Dat was zeker geen frustratie richting het missen, of ja, ook wel, maar richting het missen van play-off 2. Maar ik vind die structuur van het play-off systeem heel slecht. En ik ben blij dat er verandering in komt. En dat heeft er inderdaad ook voor gezorgd dat ik zonder wedstrijdritme hier nu aanwezig ben. Ik sukkelde al een tijdje. Mijn enkelblessure in die laatste maanden bij Anderlecht, die was erger dan gedacht, waardoor ik niet zo snel kon trainen richting de aankomende wedstrijden. En ja, door dat ritme te missen van die groepstrainingen kwam Oostenrijk te snel. Ik voel me nu wel fit om die match van morgen in te gaan. Alleen moeten kijken hoe lang ik me goed voel natuurlijk. Het feit is gewoon dat ik inderdaad 2 maanden niet heb gevoetbald. En normaal heb je gewoon meer tijd daartussen dan als je van een blessure bijvoorbeeld terugkomt om wat meer op te trainen. Laten we hopen dat morgen niet zichtbaar is en niet voelbaar.
Gentlemen.
Jan, you have played against Estonia before as well. What kind of game are you expecting tomorrow?
A tough one. Obviously they play 5 at the back. And I think they showed, especially in Austria, that they're a tough team to beat. As we see in Austria, was a very good team. So yeah, I expect just a tough game tomorrow, especially here. So yeah, we will be prepared. We definitely don't underestimate this team. And yeah, we're here to win this game. Probably Estonia as well, but yeah, we want to take the next step in this qualification campaign.
Okay, thank you. I will quickly translate what Jan was telling. Okay, the last one for the gentleman there, and then we finish because we have to go to the hotel.
Has gone through quite a few changes over the last half a year. How do you feel about the team spirit? How is it?
Yeah, definitely a lot of changes were made. The team spirit is good. Obviously, it's a very young team now. Lots of new players for me as well. Lots of new faces, but the level in training and the commitment yeah, pleases me a lot. I think the guys already have shown in the last 3 games. That there is a lot of quality. Obviously, we need to adapt and get used to each other a bit. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the level, and I think this team, and let's say the new generation, has a very bright future ahead of them.
Okay, thank you, Jan.
Yes.
You can walk out. I will have a brief translation on what Jan says in Dutch and French. Last question was on the fact that will play his first game in 2 months. He feels fine unless he has no match rhythm due to the great system of the playoffs, which will change next season. So in our playoffs, some teams stop already playing end of March, and Anderlecht was with them. So he's happy with the change that will be introduced next season in the playoffs. Then on the Courtois case, he said, I was surprised. It's the first time this happens in the national team, that a player is quitting for these reasons. Well, quitting for the moment, at least. There has been a lot of talking. It starts with rumors, and then you get confirmation of the coach. That was the answer on the question, how did he get to know it? He didn't get himself any singles of it, because on that day he was not in the dressing room, because he was left out of the squad due to not being fit fully. Does he understand the decision of Thibaut of not coming? He said, I would not do this, being a captain means something, and for some players it means more than for others. But I have also had disappointments while not being elected as a captain, he said, but I would never quit for those reasons. And the question was also, does the coach and the federation have to do everything to have Thibaut back because he's the best in the world? He said, yeah, I love to have him in every game, of course. We will find a solution. Let's first play the game of tomorrow, and then we have 2-3 months to solve the problem, Thibaut Courtois. That's it. Thanks all for your attention. Wish you a great evening in Tallinn, and see you tomorrow. Bye.